Hey everybody, I hope that you have had a great week this week. I just wanted to share a simple little thought with us today. I'm going to ask you a question and I want you to answer like right away. Maybe even speak it out loud as quickly as you can. Don't think about it, just say the first thing that pops into your mind when I ask this question. And this is the question. If God said you can have whatever you ask for, what would you ask for? It's kind of an interesting question. The Bible tells us in 1 Kings 3 that Solomon, in 1 Kings 3 and verse 4, that Solomon offered 1,000 burnt offerings on the altar to the Lord at Gibeon. And after that, the Lord appeared to Solomon in a dream that night and said, "Ask, and what shall I give you?" That's in 1 Kings 3, 4, and 5. I'm reading a little bit there out of the New King James Version. What a big question, especially from God, who can grant all things. The Bible says he's able to do exceedingly above and abundantly above all that we can ask or even think. But one of the things that's very interesting to me as I thought about this is when you ask a question like that, or if God's asking a question and we answer very quickly, what does that say about us? Because you see, I think that the reason I ask us to answer very quickly is because that's really what's on the top of our mind. That really probably says a lot about us and a lot about what is important to us. And so when you answered that, I'm wondering now, this video is less than 2 minutes at this point, so it's been about a minute ago that I asked that question and you would have answered it. How do you feel right now about that answer? Does you feel like that really encapsulates who you are? Does it really show who you are? Is that really what you wanted? Now you look back and you're maybe thinking, oh man, I wish I asked for something else. I don't know. The Bible says that Solomon in that moment, he asked for wisdom and God gave him wisdom. There was none like him ever. Again, I believe he was the wisest man that lived even to this day. But God, not only because that's what he asked for, God also gave him riches and other things, because he said, you could have asked for that, but you asked for wisdom to guide the people. And so I'm asking us today, I believe God is able to do just as I said, just as his word promised, above anything we could ask or think. But whenever you go to answer a question like that, if I could have anything, what would you ask for? What does that say about who you are? Do you like who that is? As I thought about this and answered this, I was put in a situation where I was asked this question once, and my response is a revival in our church, a move of God. That's what I want. That is really what is important to me. And I have to say, as I look back, I'm thankful that's how I answered that. I could have answered it many other ways. There's other needs in my life in that moment, but I want to see a move of God in our church, in our city, in our community. And I believe that God can and God is going to do that. But I'm just challenging us to think, are we asking things that would just be good for us, good for the moment? Or are we looking at things greater than ourselves? Because that's really what this is about. Is it just about us? Solomon could have asked for riches. That would have been about him. He could have asked for wealth. He could have asked for comfort. All that would have been about him. But yet he asked for wisdom to guide the people. And God granted that. He was looking beyond himself. And I truly believe as Christians, if we are truly to be Christ-like, we have to live beyond ourselves. We have to be saying, what can I do to make an impact in the world around me and make it a better place to love people, to honor God? And just something that I wanted to share with us today. I hope that you have a great rest of week. Looking forward to getting back together. God bless you.